really every day they come in here and they're locked into what we're doing at that present time, whether it's the way they are in the weight room, whether it's the way they are with the flexibility and the conditioning, certainly the way they are in practice, their film sessions, and they take every opponent very, very serious. And that's exactly what we did with Illinois. Great respect for John in his program and certainly their personnel. We knew that we had to be, of all the games, this team had the most spacing because they had their 5 men could really shoot the ball. Obviously, Pinky is one of the great three-point shooters in our league. Maverick Morgan can drill it from 15, 17 feet. And it was going to be some harder matchups, so we had to be that much more locked in, because if you overhelp on this team, they can break you down and kick it out to three-point shooters. So I thought our guys were really locked into that. They were locked into knowing that they were going to come with a lot of edge and energy on the glass. And once we figured out that we needed to continue to go through the paint to get our three-point shots and play through the post and through the paint to get ball reversal, we were much better. And because there were times early in the game that we were not stagnant, but the ball sat in a couple different areas. It's got to go through the slots and the corners and continue to be reversed so that we can get our spacing better. And that's and at the end of the day, that's what allowed us, I think, to get the three-point looks that we got. So we have a lot of respect for them. They're going to win games. They've got some of the tougher matchups in this league, and this was a great win for us because again, the respect level that we have for them. As far as personal performances, we had a lot of really good ones, but I'll start with the obvious one with Yogi. Yogi, I said this to somebody today. His work ethic came in here really, really strong when he came here 4 years ago, and it has only grown. And he is, without question, usually one of the last guys off. And most importantly, he's always finding ways to get back on. And that has nothing to do with what we're doing in practice. He is always full throttle in practice, always has been. But it's the extra work that he puts in, it's the extra film work that he puts in, it's the way he's carrying his teammates with him. And rarely do you see him watching film on the road by himself. There's a couple guys in there with him. And I think all those things manifest themselves into having a guy that they really look to they want Yogi to succeed. And because they know that Yogi is going to find them. And he sets the tone defensively, he sets the tone offensively. And what I love about him is he's incredibly happy for their success. And his maturity is well on its way. We've got a lot of basketball left. We've got a lot of games left. We've got 12 regular season games, I think, right now. And there's a lot of basketball left to be played. But if he stays on this path of continuing to improve the way that he is and keeps that work ethic that way, he'll leave here with a really strong legacy. Go ahead.
Tom, defensively, what has changed since early in the season when you guys were struggling in that area, and how did it happen?
Well, I think it's happened over a period of time. We're not really teaching different things. I think I told Mike Tirico with ESPN, I said this to him today, that I went back to the Vegas game yesterday to look at some things that Dave Rice was running at Las Vegas, and I'm watching and I was going, wow. I mean, we're so different, right? Because Thomas Bryant is different. So I think it starts with, there's a real commitment to the guys to get better defensively, and the freshmen have really improved. And now where OG and Jawan are on the court the way that they are, not only do they have the physical attributes, but they're getting the mental part of it as well. And it's not like we've done a lot of different things. We just tried to get better at what we were doing. Early on, we weren't aggressive enough. Early on, we didn't have enough experience guarding good ball screens and teams that really tried to space us out. We weren't as aggressive as we needed to be with moving on the pass. We'd move on the catch a little bit, so we'd be a little bit late. But I think it's just experience, it's practicing that way every day, and them knowing that, we can score points, but our identity has got to come from what we do defensively and what we do rebounding wise, and it starts with the transition.